Greetings to all the beautiful supreme divine spirits out there. It's your girl Princess Makeda in the building. You already know what the vibes is. Okay, follow me on TikTok and on Instagram if you haven't yet at princess_Makeda_wire. Alright, excuse me. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, link in the bio. I'm also making this video specifically for YouTube, y'all, so I'm putting this out there. Go ahead and look at my latest videos that were posted on my YouTube channel. I did one on cord cutting. Y'all could also book services from me through the website, thechosenplace.org. All right, this will be in the description box down below, and also you guys can go to my Instagram. The link is in the bio. Y'all can book y'all services there as well. You can book your cord cutting services there, your healing services there, and I offer many different services. All right, if you want to work on your chakras, releasing trauma, get your energy cleared, like your aura and your energy cleared up. All right, all those different sessions I do offer. I offer a variety of readings and things of that sort. So if you guys are interested in any of those services, to mainly help expand and evolve your consciousness, all right, go ahead and book your service with me through the website. Link is in the bio. All right, y'all can also DM me. So yeah, also when you go to thechosenplace.org, you want to check out my team. All right, their services are there as well. That's my family. Y'all could also book services with them. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's get started. Today I want to talk about the truth about the moon here. Alright, now we all know there's a fake moon. We all know the fake mooncraft that is here on Earth, you feel me? That so-called different malevolent forces. I won't call names at this time period because I'm not feeling called to. But y'all know the malevolent forces out here and the different extraterrestrial beings out there that do not have the highest and greatest intentions towards the collective, towards us. Alright, we know that they dwell on that moon as their base. We know that they watch us there. We know that sometimes they project frequencies through the moon there to try to affect us and things of that sort. So we know that there's not such a good moon. We know that there's not a good moon. There's not such a good moon down here on planet Earth. We know about that fake moon that, you feel me, was talked about, and that information came forth to shed light on that fake moon. Oh my god, there was a beautiful yellow and black bird just now. I ain't never seen a bird like that ever in my life. It just flipped to the banana tree over there. Like, wow, that was so pretty. Wow, I wish I could get it on camera. But yeah, so we know that there's that fake moon, but that's not the moon that I want to talk about today. Today I wanted to talk about our moons. Today I want to talk about the real moons. Today I want to talk about the planetary bodies, the different type of moons out here. All right, ways that you can work with this moon energy here. I want to talk about the benefits of the moon. All right, I want to talk about your moon aspects, and yeah, let's just get into the moon on a whole. Now let me mention that there are many different types of moons. All right, there are different moons here. Moons are planetary bodies. All right, so just like we have physical bodies, planets and suns and moons are actual bodies for different energies and entities like us, so different planets, moons and suns, those are levels of identity. Those are actual beings, that are down here assisting us. So the sun is an alive being, the moon is an alive being. All right, the planets, they're all alive and they're all beings, they're all consciousness existing here. Okay, so yeah, everything is alive and we're all connected, to everything. Now I want y'all to pay attention to your natal charts as well. In your natal chart, you have your moon sign, your sun sign. What does this let you know? That you have an inner moon, you have an inner sun. All right, it lets you know that you have inner planets. It lets you know that your zodiac, the star systems, the planets are inside of you. All right, it lets you know that you have access to them. It lets you know that you are one with them. You guys are not separated. All right, you are one with the moon. You are one with the sign. You are one with the planets. This is why you have sun sign, moon sign. All right, you have all these different signs and zodiac signs and things of that sort. This is why you are connected. All right. And we were taught not to acknowledge that. We were taught not to know ourselves, not to know our alignments. We were taught not to know our connection to our environment and to our existence and to oneness, to the solar system. We were taught not to know our connection to source in general, period. We were taught not to know our connection to the multiverse. All right, so today I want to get into our connection to the multiverse here. So I want to really talk about the moon. The moon is not really talked about as, wow, beautiful blue and white bird. Oh my god, the birds out here are amazing. But yeah, so like I said, I really want to talk about the moon here. I want to talk about the good parts of the moon. I want to talk about the lovely aspects of the moon here. All right, I'm not talking about the fake moon. I don't got time to be talking about that moon craft. All right, that's not what my focus is. My focus is to shed light on the aspects of the moon that is not spoken about, and the aspects of the moon that we are not too familiar with. Now, some of us are, but a lot of us aren't. All right, so the moon is very beautiful. This is why when the moon's in different phases, like when there's a lot of full moons around or new moon energies, when the moon's in different phases, we are affected as a population, as a whole. All right, in general, from these energies here. When the planets are in a certain alignment, we are affected. We are affected by the planets. We are affected by the sun, by the moon. We are affected by nature in general here, all right? We are affected by the planetary bodies here, okay? Now, like I said, the suns and moons are actual beings here. So there's a lot of moon goddesses out here, all right? The sun mostly talks about the masculine energy, and the moon mostly talks about the feminine energy. Now, let me put out there that this masculine energy and the feminine energy is not separate. They are one. They are different aspects of each other. They are two sides of the same coin, all right? So it's just like you have gods and goddesses. It's just like you have feminine and masculine. And let me put out there that feminine and masculine has nothing to do with gender, all right? All right, gender only exists down here. Gender is also a form of separation. All right, so yeah, it has nothing to do with nothing here. There's certain realms where there are literal beings with physical bodies that defy gender on a whole. Like, I'm talking about completely defies gender. Gender only exists to a certain level here. All right, so let me put that out there. When we're talking about planetary bodies and things of that sort, gender no longer matters. Okay. So, yes. However, us as females, the females out here are very, very, very in tune with the moon and is drastically more so affected by the moon. We are affected heavily by the moon, and we are affected by the moon a lot differently than the males are. All right? Just like we are all affected by the sun a lot differently than each other are. So I also want to put out there that the males are affected by the moon. Yes, all beings are affected by the moon here. We are affected drastically. All right? So I want to put that out here, even if we don't realize it. Okay, yeah. So, also, like I said before, the sun and the moon are one, alright? You will notice that the sun comes out in the day, is mostly very, very bright, very, very light. The moon comes out mostly in the night. It's very, very dark, alright? Usually when it comes out, the moon is more so white, the sun is more yellowish, and there's different types of suns. There's ruby suns, alright? There's the diamond silver suns. There's also gold suns. So there's different types of suns, alright? Let's just get that out there. So yeah, just like there's different types of moons. Sometimes you have a rose pink moon. Sometimes you have a yellow moon. Sometimes you have green moons, blue moons. You have different shades of moons. Sometimes you have a pure white moon. They are different types of moons here. All right. Moons are also beings, like I said before. They're different goddesses that take the form of moons. There's a lot of moon goddesses here too. So there's a lot of us. There's a lot of goddesses out there, like me, and different females out here. There's a lot of goddesses that embody a lot of feminine energy here, and even masculine energy, because like I said before, gender has really nothing to do with nothing. All right. Both males and females have masculine and feminine energy within them. We are all here to balance each other out. All right. It's oneness and diversity. It's just like 6 and 9. We are two sides to the same coin. We're one. We're completely different, but completely the same. We are not separate at all. All right. We are all just different aspects of each other, different aspects of oneness here. All right. So yeah, I just want to put that out here. But like I was saying, for the females, right? Y'all, we have a cycle, all right? You have your once a month cycle, your 29th day cycle. If you notice, the moon and your cycle are very much connected. So if you are a female out here and you have your cycle, or some people would say your period or ashe, all right, it's very much in tune with the moon. The moon has a lot to do with that. If you pay attention to your cycle and your energy, your moods, your mood swings and all that, you pay attention to that, you will notice that the moon is very much connected to that. You will notice as the moon phases switch, your energy switches, your emotional body switches as well too. All right? The moon represents your emotional body. All right? So those of you guys, this is for both the masculines and the feminines. This is both for the males and the females here. All right? This is for everyone. All right, masculine and feminine energy is one. I want to keep putting that out there so we don't think that these are two separate energies. All right, these energies are literally one in a whole. They are aspects of each other, okay? It's something about cool lemonade on a hot sunny day. So, yeah, like I said, the moon represents your emotional body here. So your moon talks about your emotions. It talks about the way that you feel here. The moon talks about the things that you ignore. All right, the moon talks about your shadow aspects here. The moon represents the illumination of your shadows. So the moon is often an energy that comes about and it affects you in different ways depending on the phase here. But I want to go into the full moon phase. All right, I want to talk a little bit about my full moon experience with the full moon in Cancer here, and I want to also explain here your moon placements. The zodiac sign that your moon is in, it does affect you here. So whenever you have moon phases and the moon is in sync with that specific planet, all right, and it's directly affecting that zodiac sign, you are going to experience a major shift in your energy here. You are going to experience an effect, all right, because you are connected. Okay, I just really want to put that out here. We just had the full moon in Cancer. My full moon's in Cancer, so for me, I was definitely affected. It was a major thing for me, this full moon here, all right. But the full moon mainly talks about illumination. The full moon represents illumination of your shadows here. It talks about bringing things up from the dark to the light. It talks about bringing things from the bottom to the top here. All right. The full moon really talks about secrets coming up on a whole. It talks about growth. It talks about expansion. All right. Full moon represents a lot of abundance here. The full moon amplifies and magnifies things. All right. So yeah, if you put something out usually in the full moon, that the full moon will help to amplify that energy here, depending on, you know, like it's a great time for you to plant and grow and stuff when it comes to certain moon phases, because it's going to affect the way that the environment grows. It's going to affect the process of it. All right. So yeah, it's good usually like around the full moon period and the new moon period for you to start planting and gardening. All right, you're going to notice a beautiful effect from that. There's going to be a lot of growth there, and things of that sort here. But I mainly brought up the emotional body because that's mainly what's affected during the full moon. You will find yourself being very emotional about certain things. You'll find yourself doing a lot of reflecting here. You'll find old things from the past coming up, and just you needing to make a room and make space for your expansion, make space for growth. All right. In order for you to make growth, make room to grow, you have to pretty much clear out the clutter. The clutter represents blockages, old things from the past that you've been holding on to, things that are no longer serving you, whether it be people, places, mindsets, all right? Any of those forms that you have been holding on to that are no longer serving you. Usually around the full moon area, you will start feeling a heavy energy, a strong emotional energy of purging, of cleansing, of clearing here. It's like you cleaning out the closet and making room for new clothes, all right? So the full moon comes in to clear things out. It comes in to illuminate, to bring things to the light, to bring the secrets to the light, to bring the truth to the forefront here. All right, the full moon comes in when it's time for growth. The full moon comes in when it's time for you to get out your comfort zone. All right, you will start feeling very uncomfortable during the full moon time because it's time for change, it's time for growth. All right, and depending on what sign the full moon is in depends on what area of your life is going to be affected when it comes to growth, change, evolvement, illumination, shadows, and things of that sort. Like communication. If you've been not communicating about something and shoving things down, if you've been holding back, all right, all those emotions and those things that you hold back and push all the way down to the bottom, the situations and the people, the things that you feel a way about that you don't address, all right, all those things that you hide, when the full moon comes around, depending on what aspect of the moon is coming. But like I'm saying, when the full moon comes out, depending on what zodiac sign is more so in sync with at this time period, it's going to come up. The things that are in that area that has been blocking you, the things that you are holding on to, all right, in that area of your life, in that aspect of your life, it's going to come up here. So like I said, if you haven't been communicating to somebody about something, it's going to come up. Like, you're going to feel the need to communicate with it, or there's some type of secret's going to be revealed, or you're going to have a conversation with someone. Maybe that person's going to call you. Like, you're going to experience some type of situation. You're going to be put in an experience for you to experience a change. All right. So the full moon is the time for you to deal with your shit. Like, it's the time for you to deal with the stuff that you've ignored for a very long time, things that you thought that you would never have to deal with, things that you never wanted to deal with, things that you just like wanted to ignore for the rest of your life. Oh yeah, that shit comes up around the full moon, and you better deal with it. Like, you better deal with it, because a lot of times you get smacked hard when these different planetary alignments comes in. If you don't deal with these things during these full moon energies and stuff like that, when these solar eclipse comes in and all these different planetary alignments comes in, you gonna get smacked hard. You gonna get smacked real hard if you don't deal with that information. Oh my god, this mosquito is just like flying over me. I don't like mosquitoes. But yeah, so I'm bringing all that up to say the full moon for me, this full moon in Cancer, my moon sign is in the Cancer, so my moon sign was affected heavy, and that was my emotional body. I was doing great, but for some reason the night of the full moon I started feeling very emotional. I was reflecting a lot about my past. I made a drastic change recently by cutting my hair. Y'all can go ahead and watch my past video, all right, about why I cut my hair on my YouTube channel. It's a story time up there about why I did that, so y'all can go ahead and watch that to get more clarity here. But yeah, all that came up for me. I was doing a lot of reflecting on my past here, and just really accepting that it's time for me to move forward, accepting that this is a rebirth here, me accepting that I'm no longer my past. I am no longer what I've been. I'm not what I've been through. I'm no longer who I was, and it was me choosing to accept, to grow, and to move forward with myself. It was me choosing to learn myself, get to know myself again. All right, it was me choosing to recreate who I want to be in this lifetime. That's what this full moon brought up for me here. It brought up a lot of that energy here. It brought up those type of emotions. I was doing a lot of reflecting on my pictures and who I was in the past and things of that sort here. I was crying, but not crying as in sad. I was sad and hurt, yes, because it did hurt to let go of the past. It did hurt for me to realize that, this is no longer me. Like, I've changed, I've grown, and growth is never comfortable. It wasn't a comfortable situation, but however, it did help me to feel better, and I felt okay doing that because I know it was the best thing for me. I know it was the best step, but usually when these full moon energy comes in, and like I said, even the last solar eclipse energy that came in, it definitely brought up a lot of those emotions, a lot of secrets are going to get revealed, a lot of old things that you thought you got rid of comes up to the forefront here. Like, I thought I really dealt with the fact that I am changing and that I'm not the same person that I was, that cutting my hair, like, that drastically helped me to disconnect with myself. I thought that I fully moved on from that, but this full moon brought up some emotions that I've been storing deep down within me. It brought up some things that I have been ignoring. It really brought up some of that energy for myself, and yeah, it was definitely an emotional energy. It was an emotional roller coaster in a way. You know, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was just with my counterpart, and you know, I was just chilling, being very comfortable with myself, comforting myself, and you know, just allowing myself to be free. You know, when the full moon comes up, it's really important that you allow yourself to float, because you're going to feel that energy, but a lot of times we fight it, you know. But it felt really good to just release and surrender to that full moon energy. It felt very good to just release to that energy and just allow myself to feel those emotions, although I didn't know where they came from, and I just start feeling like that randomly that night. You know, I knew that, you know, this is a part of my growth, this is a part of my healing, you know, and this moon energy is in sync with me at this time period. I'm in sync with this energy, and it's important that I surrender to it for my own growth, for my own healing. And after, I felt so much better. Like, now I'm moving into the new moon. Now we're moving into the New Year's, all right? It's a very, very bright and beautiful energy now. Yeah. So I brought up all that to show you guys an example of the full moon energy, what it brings up for us as a collective. Usually some of the emotions that you'll be feeling, things that you'll be experiencing here. Yeah, expect a lot of shit to break loose. Expect like secrets and drama. Expect all that shit to come to the forefront, like when the full moon comes up, okay? All that shit coming up to the light. Like, yeah, the full moon don't play, okay? Boom. So, yeah, and let me also mention, the full moon is really good for manifesting here. I also did a lot of manifesting this full moon, and it was great. I experienced wonderful results, like literally. The full moon really helps to expand here, you know, so it's very important that you work with your thought process, work with your mind, all right, work with your flow. During the full moon, you want to really, really think about what it is that you do want, you know, you want to really work on accepting the reality that you do want, telling yourself that you're worthy of it, you know, and focus on expanding into that energy here, because the full moon does help to move you forward. It does help to push you. It also helps to sync you in alignment with your manifestations here. The full moon is great for manifesting. It is great for amplifying and quantumizing here. You know, the full moon is very, very great for that. If you want to magnify a certain intention, manifest something in abundance here, the full moon is a great time to do that as well. All right, a great time to expand. If you're working on expanding your business, if you're working on expanding a project, or, you know, the full moon is a great time to manifest and to work towards stuff like that. Now, moving into the new moon energy, also, I'm only going to be speaking on the new moon and the full moon phase today. However, there's multiple different phases of the moon that you guys should study and work with, especially for the divine goddesses out here. It's very important that you guys study the moon phases and the way that they affect you, because you have a cycle and because you get your period. I want you to really pay attention to when your cycle is coming, when your ashe is coming, what phase of the moon is in, and how that affects your emotions, all right? Because when you have your cycle throughout different phases, you're going to realize that your emotions are affected differently based off of the phases that the moon are in. So yeah, my cycle was around full moon, so it was very intense, you know. Just pay very close attention to when you're getting your cycle. So it's very important for us as women, especially, to pay attention to the moon phases and to stay very in tune with our emotional body, with our moon sign, you know, because it keeps us very in tune to that feminine energy here, which is a big part of our growth. Yeah, just like it's very important for us to get sun in, to bond with our masculine side, to take action, to move forward. But the full moon really and the moon energy, not even just a full moon, but the moon energy really talks about relaxing. It really talks about being soft and gentle with yourself here, all right? The moon really talks about relaxing, recharging, you know, it talks about amplifying here. Yeah, the moon is a very, very great energy for restoring here, all right? It could also be a very draining energy as well, too. When the moon is full, it could also take away a lot. That's why it's a good time for you to release and give out and put that energy out, because it's very good for absorbing. All right, the full moon absorbs. It absorbs a lot of energy, as well as it illuminates and gives a lot of energy. So, yeah. Now, for the new moon is a great time period for you to work on manifesting as well. It's a great time period for you to take action. All right, for you to plant seeds, for you to get things done. If you want to make amends with something, it's a great time to do that around the full moon. But it's also a great time for you to like take action on building a new commitment, or, you know, starting a new project, expanding a channel, expanding a manifestation, expanding your plans here, starting something new. You know, it's a great time for you to work on transformation, to work on your rebirthing. It's a very great time for you to work on all those different things during the new moon time period. All right, it's a great time for you to garden and plant seeds and things of that sort. The new moon is very, very great for that energy here. You'll find yourself gaining a lot of opportunities. A lot of new stuff will start coming in for you during the new moon. A lot of surprises and things of that sort. A lot of good energy during the new moon. All right, the new moon is a very, very beautiful energy here. So yeah, like, it's a great to work with the new moon. It's great to work with the full moon, and it's great to work with the moon phases in general. Just work with the moon. Queen, greetings, love. Hey y'all. But yeah, y'all could go to my website, chosenplace.org, to go ahead and book your sessions. I'm also going to be doing a new moon money manifestation session to help manifest money. So if you guys are interested in increasing your finances, gaining more money, gaining more abundance here, all right, y'all could go ahead and DM me. $33 per person. I'm going to be doing this on the next new moon. All right. If once you send in your payment, you want to send it in with your first name and your last name. You also want to DM me here on Instagram so I can add you to the group chat where all the updates are going to be given. All right. So it's $33 per person. If you're interested in increasing your finances and getting more money, if you're working on manifesting abundance, manifesting financial stability, you should definitely join this. All right. Also, if you're interested in just increasing your finances in general, you could also go ahead into my website. Link is in the bio, and go to Princess Makeda Services, and you could book a prosperity amplifying session to help amplify more abundance in your life, to help amplify more money, more prosperity, help you get more money making opportunities, more prosperous opportunities here. All right, that session is really good for when you want to work towards manifesting, when you want to gain more opportunities towards your goals and things of that sort. It's really good for manifesting money and prosperity and things of that sort. So yeah, if you're interested in those type of energies, getting closer towards your goal, manifesting a certain outcome, y'all can go ahead and book that service on the website. Link is in the bio, chosenplace.org. all right, the link will be in the description. You could also go to my Instagram, princess_Makeda_wire. all right, link is in the bio. You can go there on the website and book your services there. Also go ahead and follow my team, all right, and book their services as well. Their services will be there as well too. But yeah, I wanted to put that out there. Like, the moon is very, very powerful. Hey Shad. The moon is very, very powerful. You can definitely work with the moon. It's an amazing energy to work with. And whether you realize it or not, the moon does affect you here. And the moon is working with you, you know. I want to also say, like, there's a lot of goddesses out here, a lot of women like me, you know. A lot of you guys are so attracted to the moon. A lot of us are drawn to the moon, and we don't realize why. It's because some of you guys are moon goddesses, all right. A lot of times, even males, a lot of times we are always up at night, you know. There's a lot of people that are night people, just like there's people that are morning people. There's people that are more sun people. They're very in tune with the sun here, sun gods and sun goddesses. Yeah, they're up in the day. They're always getting their work done during the daytime, you know. That's when they're doing their that's when they doing their thing. But there's a lot of us that are moon goddesses, that are moon guys, and we like being in the night with it, you know. We're up at night. We're always working with the moon energy without even realizing it, you know. So the night owls and things of that sort. And yeah, there's a lot of other beings as well too. There's a lot of animals that work with the moon and work with the sun, even if we don't realize it. So yeah, I also want to put that out there. And like I said, they are different moon goddesses, right? And the different moon goddesses, you have a planetary body, which is a moon. So some of you guys are actual moons. Like, some of y'all are moons. Like, you're a whole moon, literally, you know. And that's why you feel so drawn to the moon, because you're a goddess of the moon. Some of you guys are children of the moon. And some of you guys are literally actually moons in itself. Like, you are a whole planet, you know. And yeah, you are a whole planet. Your planetary body is a moon. Like, the Orishas are planetary bodies. They have planetary bodies. All right, some of the Orishan goddesses are actual moon placements and sun placements and things of that sort. So yeah, some of you guys are moons, some of you guys are actual suns. All right, this is why you have sun placements and moon placements, because you're connected to the moon. You have an inner moon, you have an inner sun, you are connected to the sun. You are the moon, you are the sun. Okay, so yeah, I really hope that this message is resonating, y'all. I don't want to keep it too long. It's already 29 minutes. I'm going to get ready to hop off here. But I really hope that this helped to brought some clarity to you guys on what the moon is, how beautiful it is, ways that you work with that energy, how it's affecting you. All right, the moon is very, very beautiful here, and you can definitely work with it a lot, especially when you want to find out the truth, when you want to learn more about yourself. All right, yeah, it's great to work with the moon phases and work with the planets, when it comes to staying in tune with certain aspects of your life and yourself. You could work with the moon when it comes to working on your communication, working on your emotions, working on all those different aspects here. My hotspots keep bugging. I'm missing out vital info, laughing out loud. You're good, my love. I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube channel. I think I seen you on YouTube, I seen you on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I seen I don't know if you commented or if it was like you was a new subscriber, but I definitely seen you, and I'm grateful that you found me here on Instagram. Thank you so much. I appreciate love you for being here. Life purpose journey. I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube channel, and I'm also going to be saving it to my Instagram live, so y'all can always come back and watch it. Alright, information will always be there for you guys, but I'm mainly putting this out so y'all can synchronize with this energy here. Alright, this is why you see a lot of practitioners and a lot of spiritual people, especially women, working with the moon. They do services and energy services with the moon here. They do a lot of collective healing sessions with the moon and with the sun and with these different planetary events, is because the energies are lining up and they are affecting us in a certain way. And yeah, so it's important for us to work with them, They are here to help us, and we are here to help him. The sun is helping us to activate. It's helping our DNA to activate and unfold, all right? It is helping to spark us. It's helping to awaken us, all right? The sun is there for multiple reasons, but it's definitely helping us out a lot, just like the moon is. The moon is helping us too, yeah. So it's important that you bond with both energies. It's important that you bond with the sun as much as you bond with the moon, and vice versa. A lot of us, we only mess with the sun. We don't mess with the moon because of the fake moon. But there are real moons out here, and you can work with the moon. You have an inner moon. You are the moon. Don't forget, you got a whole moon sign, fam. Look at your natal chart. Really pay close attention to your natal chart and your connection to that. So pay very, very close attention to it. Study the planets, study the planetary bodies, study the moon, study the sun, study all the planets, study your zodiac sign, study your natal chart, so you can know more about how these energies affect you and how they affect your life, so you can know what planets govern certain energies around you. All right, yeah. So it's important for you to know about that. And y'all, we're still in retrograde. We're actually about to get out of retrograde. Retrograde right now, this retrograde, if I'm not mistaken, has something to do with communication. I forgot what planet deals with communication. I think it's Jupiter, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I know that there's something going on. I forgot which planet is in. I think it's Mercury. I'm not sure. I think it's a Mercury retrograde, but there's definitely a planet in retrograde right now. It might be another Mercury retrograde because I feel like that. But when this retrograde is definitely affecting communication here. So if you have problems communicating, you're going to find yourself communicating a lot. You're going to find any type of problems you have in communication coming up to the forefront here. You're going to find some people might be miscommunicating a lot. There's going to be a lot of miscommunication going on as well too. So yeah, just pay attention to the communication in your life. That's probably what's been affected most lately, since that we are in retrograde in that area here. Alright, so like I said, pay attention. Some of you guys are connected to certain planets and they are affecting certain houses, which represent certain aspects of your life. Communication, creative life, career, money, all those are all different aspects of your life. Like planets, the planetary alignments have a lot to do with that, so that's why it's important for you to study them, learn astrology in that way. Now, of course, everything in astrology isn't true and isn't fully what it is, but I definitely suggest studying your natal chart and studying the alignments of the planets and learning how that energy affects you. And yeah, because there's a lot more information that's going to come out, but you got to start from the basics, get to know yourself from that aspect, and always dive within. These energies exist within you. Like, you can go within and talk to your inner planet, talk to your Venus and ask your Venus to help you bring in that self-love. Talk to your moon to help you stay more in tune with your emotions. Talk to your sun, talk to your inner sun to help you become more confident and to help provide you with the inner strength. Talk to your inner self. You can talk to your inner planets, talk to your inner sun, talk to your inner moon, all right, and ask it to help attract the experiences that you need to help you heal, all right? But yeah, The moon is very powerful, you guys. Don't throw it out the window. Do not throw the moon out the window like that. There's a lot of beautiful goddesses that come to visit us in the moon. You know, there's a lot of moon goddesses that come to visit us. There's different the moon is goddess. There are different goddesses, y'all. The suns are different gods and goddesses as well too, but they come to visit us a lot of times. Well, sometimes, like, there'll be very, very rare sights. You know, you will see a pink moon and you won't see another pink moon until another 3,000 years. That's a certain being that's coming in to help work with us during this time period, and they only come in because it's important for us to work with that energy during that time period. All right, they come in a specific strategic time period. These eclipses and these different planetary alignments, they come in around a certain time period to help us work with certain energies. So yeah, that's why it's important for you to work with those energies while they're here. You know, like some people say take advantage of them, but I don't like to say take advantage, and I don't want to say use them. I want to say work with them, you know, bond with them, get to know them, because they are you, you know. So yeah, it's very important that we stay in tune with that. The moon is alive, the sun is alive, you know. They're actual beings that are helping to work with us and helping us to ascend. You know, they're helping us through our ascension, and it's important that we work with them as well too. Yeah, because we're all one. So I hope this helped to bring you guys some clarity on about the moon here, about the different aspects of the moon here. Like I said, study the moon phases and work with them. All right, this is going to help you guys out so much in life. You're going to realize how your manifestations flow through once you start working with the moon cycles. You're going to realize how much lighter you feel once you start releasing and working with the full moon and things of that sort. You're going to realize, start doing your magic, you know, start working with your affirmations and manifesting, and yeah, start working on reprogramming yourself with the alignments of the moon, with the sun, and with the different planets out there. I'm telling you, y'all, this is going to be amazing for you guys. So I hope what I said really helped to bring some clarity and some confirmation to you guys. Sit with yourself on this. You know, you can go into meditation with yourself. Like I said, talk to your different planetary bodies, talk to your inner moon, talk to your inner sun here. All right. But yeah, so we just got out the full moon of Cancer here. All right, so this was about us ending a cycle. It was about us expanding. It was about a lot of abundance here. All right, so that full moon was to help us to close out this year, help us to close out and release all the baggages that we may have picked up on this year. It was to help us to bring up all the shadows to the forefront here. It was to really help us to release, to make room, all right, to reflect on this year, to reflect on the past, and to learn from it, to accept it, and to grow from that, to evolve from that, you know. So that's what this full moon was all about, to help us to move into 2024 with a brighter energy, with a newer purpose, with a upgraded energy here, with clarity on where we're going next, with room and with space for newer energy here. You know, this full moon helped us to clear out the old, to make room for the newer energy, and make room for our manifestations in 2024. So yeah, like, it's celebrate yourself, work with this beautiful energy here. All right, so y'all stay tuned. I'll also be doing some full moon readings later on tonight for those of you guys who want to know about how this full moon in Cancer affected you. All right, y'all can DM me, so go ahead and book a reading session. All right, and you can gain more clarity on how the full moon energy affected you. You can also book a consultation in the website, on the website, link in the bio. All right, so yeah, go ahead and book your services. All right, I love you guys. If y'all want to connect with me on a one-on-one, like I said, go ahead and get the consultations going. You can see all the different services that I have on the website. All right, chosenplace.org, and go ahead there, book your services. Also, like I said, support my team and see what services they have, and book whatever services that you feel like are that you are guided to, and that will help to benefit you throughout your journey here and things of that sort. But yeah, like I said, I really hope that this resonated with you guys. I'm going to hop off here now. All right, sending love to y'all. Yeah, sending love to the moon, gratitude to the beautiful moon for working with us and for helping to bring forth this information to the collective. I hope it resonated. If y'all have any questions, drop it down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe. All right, turn on the notification bell, okay? And DM me, y'all. DM me if you need anything. 3838. Look that up as an angel number here. But we're completing cycles. We're moving forward, and we're growing. We're evolving, all right? Peace, love, oneness. I love you guys. Hope this gave you some clarity on your purpose and the purpose of the moon and the purpose of the planets and your zodiac sign and your alignments, okay? But I'll see you guys soon. New videos coming soon. I will be consistent with the content. Sending love, and yeah, peace out. Change is on the way, loves. Change is on the way. It's already here.